Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of a Kickstarter that I just got. This is like Wonder Walking or something like that. I can't remember. We'll see when we open it, but I wanted to open this. I wanted to show you the packaging that this came in. It came in another box with a bunch of tissue, wrapping it around like tissue this color. It was so pretty, such a beautiful presentation. So let's just get started. Let's see what the card says. Thank you, Rachele. Hope much magic comes your way, Amy. This is by Amy Twan or Amy T1. Yep, okay. So, look at all the stickers and everything. The wrapping paper, it's so pretty. I think this is the 3rd edition. A deck for connecting to nature and creativity. A deck for wonder walking. A deck for connecting to nature and creativity. For the wonder-seeking, creative soul, the poet, the artist, the eternal child. 48 walking card and a pocket field guide. Oh, dang it. That is a strong magnet on the side. So it's got the little guide. So I'll show those in a minute. Let me finish. I love this box. I love it when they open all the way. I love that. So we'll look at that in a minute. Let's open the rest of this. Oh my gosh, look at that. What can I do to engage, attach, and anchor myself to the land? Okay, we'll go through that in a minute too. Oh my gosh, this is just stunning. Oh, okay. Wow. Gosh, how many are in here? Wow. Not one, not two, but 4. 4 tabs, 4 ribbons. That is excellent. Such pretty colors too. I can't wait to look through everything. Oops. I am sorry. Oh my goodness. She wrapped everything so beautifully. And here I am just tearing everything apart. Finding wonder and serenity under the moon and stars. Oh. Okay, wow. All right. So, first things first. I think... Wow, magic awaits. Look at that. This is a beautiful box. Absolutely beautiful. It's matte. It's like rose petal. Opens all the way. An invitation to the human experience. This is rose petal. Oh, okay. It's like a pamphlet. It's an accordion, like little booklet. Okay. Walk in Wonder. Those are the backs. Wow. Wow. This is stunning. Oh my gosh. so in love already. I have been waiting patiently for this deck. Oh my gosh. So let's look at the pamphlet, see what that does or shows. How to use this deck. Even this is rose petal. Even the, I mean, it's just beautiful. Everything's so beautiful. On wonder walks, on beautiful inquiries, for seasoned explorers, for beginning explorers. The physical realm, the creative realm, the inner realm, the influence realm. Wow. Truth finding, secret garden, magic making, wonder and curiosity. And there's more on that. But... And then there's other stuff for each one of the cards. However, wow, that's really tiny. That's really, really tiny. I cannot even read that. I mean, I can very... It's really little. I don't have my glasses on, though. Okay. So let's set that aside. The prologue says, there are truths and stories awaiting me on paths outside my door. I've only to step out and listen hard. A story of wonder walking. Let me scoot back a little bit. Once upon a time, a few years ago, I was weary and depleted in spirit. I was at the crossroads of my creative practice, having left an old path behind and uncertain of my artistic future. I was burnt out from pouring my heart and soul into a creative business I no longer wanted to advance and disconnected from my own voice as an artist. I felt like everyday life was bleached and colorless. I had lost my creative sparkle and studio time was painful. Slowly, I began creating a world to heal and nourish my creative soul, and I started walking. Man, I've got goosebumps. A little every day with my camera and a miniature rabbit toy. Short walks, long walks, walks in the neighborhood, walks in the hills, and my spirit began to heal. Soon I was painting again. Some days I ran back to the studio to put brush to paper. I slowed down and began discovering details around me I had never noticed before. I began to develop a way of seeing the world all my own. Ideas and color came back into my life like watercolor paint blooming on wet white paper. I realize now what I didn't know back then. Wonder walking is tremendously healing. It helped me slow me down and see the magic in my everyday. It reconnected me to my inner and outer worlds and made me feel more alive than I had felt in a long time. And so I kept at it. Over the years, I've learned to find my own rhythm of wonder walking. Favorite places and times of the day, what to bring along and when, how and when to photograph, paint, or write what I notice. Some days, everything I encounter on a walk feels straight out of fairyland, and other times, it's drab and brown as far as the eye can see. Some of my best walks have been really short strolls out with my camera, or when I conquered lethargy to step out the door. Often the most healing walks have taken place after a busy, stressful time away from the outdoors. There have been walks that stole my breath and left me speechless in awe, and other walks that had me counting each step until our destination. While it isn't necessary to own a deck for wonder walking to enjoy meandering outdoors, I found it useful for resetting my tired lens and battling one of my biggest obstacles to adventuring and inertia. I don't always feel like going outside for a walk, a run, or a bike ride, and so it's precisely these times that I reach for the cards. After all, incentive is why I created the deck in the first place. And every time I pull a card for a walk, I feel centered. I see the world in new and fresh, exciting ways. I am re-inspired. And so I wrote the guidebook I needed myself. A place to explore the vast potential of the cards and to remember all the different ways wonder walks light up my everyday. The big and small acts of joy and discovery. the unexpected stumbles upon delight, the difficult but invaluable experiments in discomfort. A lifetime of being a child and a child at heart spilled into these pages. In the end, what emerged is a deeply personal, contemplative guidebook written from my own adventures that I hope you'll dip into for life over and over again in a never-ending cycle of re-enchantment. Much love, Amy T1. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps. Oh, that is beautiful. And you know what? I feel what she was saying there, because she says that she created this for her. It was all based on what she needed. This guidebook was what she needed. I feel that way about the stuff that I have created. It was for me. And then if other people wanted to partake, there you go. You know, that's just beautiful. That's beautiful. That's authenticity right there. So this, wow. Let's just look through the book really quick. What to bring on a wonder walk. This is such, oh my God. This is such a beautiful book. I can't even wait to get into this, because, oh, that's just beautiful. That's my major eye candy on top of something that can be so enthralling and inspiring and spiritual and physical. Walking into wonder. Embark on a visual meditation, wonder and curiosity, the physical realm. I see things, rabbits hopping in cumulus clouds, a wizened old man on a tree trunk dancing girls in pansy flowers. Wow, yes, it reminds me of so many times when we have been on rides or just outside and you just watch the clouds or watch the trees and you see signs and the animals that are around you, and just really just not looking, but I mean really looking with your spirit and your heart, you know, into your environment. That's what this feels like. The invisible door to the other worlds hides in plain sight. Oh my gosh. Fairy worlds. I am so excited about this deck. Can you tell? I've been waiting for this forever. And I know that this is like the 3rd edition, right? I had never heard about it until this. Until I seen this on Kickstarter. Height. Wow. Story. Every time I step outside, I weave my own narrative threads. Yeah, narrative threads into this infinite tapestry tale. Oh my gosh. Yes. Disruption. It's the medicinal dose of different in the lullabying cocoon of everyday life. Wow. Observe this anywhere I walk. I love that this is so activity driven. God, and it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. I will not be writing in this book. I just know me. I will not be writing in that. But I will definitely be using it. I mean, you can make your own copies. You know what I mean? And just create your own journal. I just wouldn't want to ruin this, because how many times could you reuse this over and over again? You know what I mean? I think there's a digital form of this as well. I think that was part of my, which if it's digital, I would be doing digital, because digital you can do over and over and over again. I guess that's why I'm so bad with paper stuff, because it's just so permanent. And I know it doesn't have to be, but then it kind of like, I don't know. I'm just too much of a perfectionist. I got to get out of that. But I am. Sometimes we look, we see, we examine, but we do not notice. Yeah. So notice, you know, be in the now. Awareness. Self-awareness and awareness of what's around you. It's laying down roots, surrounding ourselves with the other, dissolving boundaries. Wow. It's like becoming a part of nature. Or whatever it is that you're seeing, and seeing how you fit into that larger story or scheme. Magic making, the creative realm. First love. Textures. Mother Nature is masterful with her brushstrokes, and I am ever an apprentice to her craft. Oh my gosh. See, there's all of the ribbons. Wow, look at that. It's even go. Wow. I'm just blown away by this book alone. Oh my God. This is so beautiful. Just so beautiful. I got to get to the cards. I really want to see these cards. So these are all horizontal, I believe. Hopefully that's not blurry. Portals. Wow. Those are the backs. Paradolia. Fairy World. So each card has a dedicated page. That's what we were going through. Flora. Wow. Height. Oh, it's amazing what you see. It's like cloud watching. Story. Synesthesia. Disruption. Discomfort. First love. That's so beautiful. Textures. Symbolism. Wow. Mood painting. Thumbelina. Fauna. Play. Naivete. Spirit of place. Enchantment. This already feels like so precious to me. Wow. The woods. This far exceeds my expectations of this whole thing. The deck, the books, oh. The quality, intuition. Home. Moon. The moon. Wonder. Poetry. The sun. Study. Journey. Follow the rabbit. Right down that rabbit hole, right? Wonder walking with the rabbit. I love it. Pretend. Wow. Connect. Immersion. Roots. Dream. Listen. Wow. Dawn. Landmark. Color. Edges. Memory. Hidden. Belonging. I'm in a state of goosebumps all over my body. Shape. It almost makes me feel like it's already setting this feeling in me that I just want to quiet myself and just take it all in. Dusk. Darkness. Notice. Fog. And discernment. Wow. So, let's see how this shuffles. Let's look at the card stack. It does have a core, but it's really malleable. I don't know if I should be shuffling this or not. I guess we'll see. Like riffle shuffling. It just really shuffles beautifully. It's just a beautiful cardstock. It feels so beautiful. Yeah. Let's draw one and read it out of the book. Find it in the book. Okay. Let's see if these even fan. I don't know if they do. Nah. I didn't think they would because of the... See, this side is more like just a smooth mat, where this side feels very rose petal. It's... The whole card is not the same. So, let's just pick one. Okay. Story. So, let's find story in here. Okay, that's the only problem that I see. Is there not a page that shows? Is it in the back? Did I notice it in the back? Okay, where's story? 54 to 57. So, oops. The index for where all of the cards are in the back. So there's a table of contents, but it's, well, not even really. It's more like in the beginning, it just shows like this kind of stuff. The actual cards, it shows in the back, okay? So what did it say? 54 to 57. Okay, so here's story. Oh, it's kind of neat. So every time I step outside, I weave my own narrative threads into this infinite tapestry tale. What stories, real or imagined, can you weave about what you're seeing? The land pulses with the stories of its inhabitants, past, present, and future. Every time I step outside, I weave my own narrative threads into this infinite tapestry tale. In the past, before we learned to read and write and live disconnected from our environments, we told, sang, and danced stories of our lands to remember how much we depended on it for our survival. We told the story of plants, of wildlife, of the celestial skies, and we told magical tales of enchanted beasts and journeys to faraway realms. This card invites us to remember a lost time. A lost time when our stories intertwine intimately with the lands, and what reconnecting in such a way again would mean to us. Interpretations, folk tales, stories of a people and their lands, myth-making, song lines, history, legend or narrative, allegory, fairy tale or fable. Realm symbolism, wonder and curiosity, the physical realm. Corresponding symbolism is earth, materiality, sensation. Ask, how does a story walk engage your senses? Observe this in your wonder walk. The purpose of a storied wonder walk is to observe if narratives make your walks more wondrous and engaging. Would a place be more memorable if you spun a tale around what you encounter? Oh my gosh, I used to do this as a kid. Me and some of my cousins, we would walk into like forested areas and we would say stories about, you know, what we've seen. So cool. Where was I? Would you connect deeper with a place or walk if you knew more about how it came to be? Observe if anything on your walk reminds you of fairy tales, myths, or urban legends that you might have heard in childhood or since. Notice if you intuitively associate any physical elements in your environment with a fairy tale, like the woods with Hansel and Gretel, or rolling hills with Lord of the Rings. Observe when a place ignites a sense of curiosity for its many tales. Activities to try. So, a storybook walk. Explore a walk inspired by your favorite storybook. Spend a day picnicking and exploring caves like your favorite adventure books. Find your very own secret garden or Alice in Wonderland experiences where you live, or explore your own version of Middle-earth or Mordor. I love it. Alternatively, arrange for a trip to a dream location that feels right out of a storybook, a medieval town, a castle, misty mountains, etc. Ponder how the story influences the walking experience. What do you notice more or less? Is there a blurred line between fantasy and reality? Heritage site adventure. Plan a dream adventure to a famous cultural or world heritage site. Stay with the locals, immerse yourself in their rituals, beliefs, and culture. Get familiar with their history and mythology at a local museum. Observe how story immersion colors your experience of the place. Are your senses more attuned to your surroundings? Is your imagination fired up? Journal your feelings and discoveries. A storied walk. Research your favorite place to walk where you live at the local library or natural history museum. Look up old maps and photographs to reference how it used to look. Oh my gosh, I love doing that. That is so cool. Pay attention to stories about past inhabitants, as well as myths and folk tales told about the place. Take your usual wonder walk. How has it changed your experience of the place? What are you more sensitive to? Journal your feelings, thoughts, and discoveries. Buzzing with ideas or enjoyed a story activity recently? Record them below. What stories, myths, or folk tales come up often for you on your walks? What do you think that you are meant to learn? What storybook or mythical place do you often imagine your walks taking place in? Why do you think you're drawn to imagining these dream places? Does learning about the myth, folklore, or history behind a place change the way that you experience it? Explorer's notes, related cards. How can you pair these related cards for a more interesting story wonder walk? Journey, roots, connect, symbolism. Explorer's notes. And there we go. Oh, that is just fabulous. I just can't even say enough, you guys. I am just in awe of this. I'm just in awe of it. I'm not even kidding. This is like a next level kind of thing to me. Talk about really getting back in touch with nature. Something like this can definitely help. And if you like recording that kind of stuff down and being more methodical about it, here you go. But and it inspires as well. And then we've got the Magical Night Journey, Finding Wonder and Serenity Under the Moon and Stars by Amy T. Wan. Magical Night Journey, Finding Wonder and Serenity, Into the Dark, Memories of the Night, Tales of Twilight, Adventures After Dusk. Imagine a world of magic right under your nose. Once you've known but haven't really understood. Oh, one you've known but really haven't understood. Imagine feeling like explorers of times past, stepping into a world that is at once wondrous yet mysterious, terrifying yet fascinating. Yes, there's more, but I'm just going to show you through it. Chapter 1, Into the Dark. What will you discover when you set forth into the darkness with intention? What wonders lie hidden in the shadows, in the unexplored places of our everyday lives, in our minds and hearts? Night walking. Create a night journal. Night journal ritual. Nocturnal mood painting. Memories of the night. Our relationship with nighttime is years in the making. How we engage with it and what we think, love, and fear about it have been shaped through time. What long-forgotten treasures of the nocturne will we rediscover when we walk into our memories of the night? Wow. Night festivities. A cherished nocturnal memory. Oh, that's so beautiful. Jeez. Overcoming fear. Wow. Wow, look at how beautiful. Let me get this out of the way so I can make, there we go, so I can lay this flat. Comparing night and day, a creative project. Nocturnal companionship. The intimacy of darkness. Chapter 3, Tales of Twilight. We sometimes forget that we have lived all our history with as many nights as we did days, and that the night shapes much of our understanding of the world. When we travel through these captivating tales of the nocturne, we reconnect to what the night has always meant to our human journey. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Keeper of the Stars. Oh, sorry. I'm yawning again. Sorry, guys. Constellation Myths. Oh my gosh. I'm going to enjoy reading through this book. It is such eye candy, too. Archetypes and Symbols. Adventures After Dusk. In this section, I invite you to go out and explore the world of night for yourself with suggestions for simple yet exciting adventures that will become the start of your own magical night journey. Wow, look at that. Moon Ritual. Starlight over Dark Waters. Return to the Hearth. Coming Alive in the Dark. In Search of the Invisible Wild. Wow. There you go, guys. That is my Kickstarter that I just got in. An Explorer's Journal. Wonder Walking. A deck for Wonder Walking. Magical Night Journey. Little card from Amy. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I would love to know whether or not you have one of the previous versions of this, whether or not you've worked with it, what you have found if you've worked with it, or did you just get this yourself, and what do you plan on doing with it? Are you planning on going out and doing some wonder walking, and exploring and creating stories? Are you going to write in your journal if you got a journal? You know, what are your thoughts in general? So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.